There are going to be times when the products and systems that we offer don't fit with exactly what you want to achieve. So if our Visonic and Qualsys alarm systems aren't right for you, what other systems are there? Watch on to find out. Things from the get-go. This list isn't meant to be an exhaustive list. If I don't feature your favourite manufacturer, sorry, that's just the way it is. This is a list of 5 very popular domestic alarm system control panels, which might be more suitable for you than the systems that we do install. We're not going to feature our own systems. We're not going to talk about those. If you want that information, you know where to find it. You go to our website or look at some of the other videos on our socials. All the information that I'm giving out is available publicly. If I can find it, you can find it. And lastly, any opinions that I express are mine as someone who's been in the security industry for 30 plus years. Sorry if you disagree. As I say, it's my opinion and not statement of fact. So anyway, here we go. First up, we have the Pyronics Enforcer. It's currently on V11. I presume there was V10, 9, 8, 7, 6, etc, etc, but we're on V11 at the moment. Traditional looking control panel, flip down the flap and you get the keypad and you've got a 2-line LCD, LED, whatever it is, display there. The system itself gives you 66 zones and up to 80 users, which seems quite a lot. There's Wi-Fi on board, and with Wi-Fi on board, connecting it to the internet, you get both a smartphone app and the ability for your service agent to service it remotely. The sensors are encrypted. The communication back from the sensors into the panel is encrypted, and you can have up to 4 partitions. Partitions are where you have effectively 3 or 4 different alarm systems on the same control panel. They each can be armed and disarmed separately, covering separate areas of a building, perhaps. With Pyronics, they are part of the Hikvision empire, so there is some CCTV integration and a limited amount of home automation built into this panel as well. Next up, we have the Risco LightSys Plus. Now, you can see from the image here that there's no screen on this panel at all. So that means you've got to buy a keypad to go with it, to program the system with. With the Pyronics that we saw just now, the keypad's built into the control panel, so you don't need a separate keypad. Interesting choice. Yeah, up to you whether you like it or not. Slightly fewer zones. With the Risco, there's 32 different zones available, but a huge 256 different user codes available. Wi-Fi is built on board, which is handy, and that again means you get a smartphone app and remote services available. And again, there are 4 partitions available on this panel. I can't find any mention of encryption on Risco's website, so that kind of leads me to believe that maybe the communication back from the devices to the control panel isn't encrypted, and that could potentially leave them vulnerable to being hacked. Again, I could be wrong about that. Who knows? But overall, very popular. Next up, we have another very popular name in the alarm industry, and that's Texacom with their Premier Elite panel. This one again has 32 zones to it. Only 50 users this time, though I'm not entirely certain that you need 256. Thank you very much, Risco. Downside with this panel is that you need to buy additional components for connectivity to get Wi-Fi access. But once you have, again, there is a smartphone app for it, and remote servicing is available. Again, this panel has 4 partitions, and what's really good with this one is that it has an integral fob reader. Sensor transmission is also encrypted, making it nice and secure. You can't have your system hacked. New kid on the block is Dower's Air Shield system. Now, obviously, Dower are a big name in CCTV, but not particularly in alarm systems. And so, because they're new in the industry, they're doing things slightly differently. As you can see from the image, there's no keypad on the control panel. They describe it as a hub, and the way that the system is set up is via a smartphone app. You need to make sure that you buy the right type of hub. You've got possibilities of Wi-Fi or 4G. So if you've not got Wi-Fi in your house, you can work through 4G, but obviously that then includes a monthly fee for the 4G access. They also do things slightly differently in the terms of the number of zones. Rather than device zones, they've got a maximum number of 150 devices that can be used. Now, this includes sirens and key fobs. So if you've got the maximum of 64 key fobs, that then impinges on the number of zones that you can use for detectors. Likewise, sirens also take that capacity down. But having said that, with 150 of them, that's probably enough for most people. Obviously, with a smartphone app involved, there you can have remote service on the system, and it integrates with Dower's CCTV. The sensors are encrypted as well, but I can't find any notification anywhere on the websites about the number of partitions involved. Last on this list is Eaton Scantronics Ion Compact Panel. I'm not sure I particularly like the upright nature, or the portrait nature if you like, of the control panel, but at least it does have a small screen and a keypad on it, and I like that better personally than one that's set up via app or via a separate keypad. That's just me being a traditionalist, I guess. Relatively low capacity with this one, just 20 zones, and again, relatively low number of users on this panel, with just 20 of those. In order to get a signal out and about, you do need additional components, but once you've done that, remote service is available. I'm working on the basis that you don't have any partitions on this system, as I can't find any mention of it anywhere online. But I do know that the components, the devices and detectors are encrypted. The one thing that's really good with this system is that it integrates with Google Home, Amazon's Alexa, and the Control 4 home automation platform, which is something that I've not seen on any of the other panels that we've reviewed in this series. So there you have it. That's my take on 5 very popular domestic alarm system control panels. If you found this video helpful, it would be really helpful to us if you could like or follow or subscribe to us on your favourite social media platform. Thank you.